Justin Herbert really should win Rookie of the Year. A close division rivalry match between the clinging on to the playoff hopes Raiders and the, well, things are bad now, but they'll get better Chargers. At least he won, I guess, only because Derek Carr had cramps and probably had the shit. Funny. Okay, moving on. I have been thoroughly convinced on the Bills for a while, but even I was surprised at the pure dominance on display. Josh Allen is an MVP talent, and the defense and coaching around him is great as well. Oh yeah, and they have another guy. You might have heard of him. His name is Stephon Diggs, and if you ask me, he's probably an easy top 5 wide receiver in the whole league. The Bills are freaking terrifying, and that's what I'm trying to say. They're just scary. There we go. We went from an AFC juggernaut destroying a bad opponent to an NFC juggernaut destroying a bad opponent. The Bills have MVP candidate Josh Allen. The Packers have an MVP candidate in Aaron Rodgers. The Bills have Stephon Diggs. The Packers have Devontae Adams. This would be a really fun Super Bowl. Just saying. Chiefs would destroy the Packers, so can we get this instead? This would just be more of a fun game. The most confusing prompt you can give an NFL fan is this. Are the Colts good? That's the whole segment. That's the whole thing. I'm genuinely confused at the Colts. Their defense is really good, but that offense, but then the defense sometimes is, but then the offense sometimes is okay, and they just scare me, but not the same way as the Bills scare me. They just make my brain hurt. The Tennessee Derrick Henrys are one of the top offenses in the league. Oh yeah, and their quarterback is pretty good as well, I guess. Don't know what to say about the Lions, so I'll just say lead poisoning lol and move on. The Bears, ruining another team's playoff chances by beating them in meaningless games since 1920. Okay, let's be fair. David Montgomery is a pretty good running back. Allen Robinson is a pretty good wide receiver, and Mitch Trubisky hasn't been the worst. But other than that, the Bears are still bad and pretty much gave the Cardinals a 7th seed. But then again, I guess the Bears could fight for it. I don't know. I feel like if you have been paying attention to my power rankings, then you've probably seen my turn towards the football team. Their defense is really good, that D-line is nice, and the secondary is solid as well. If only they had a quarterback, their rushers and receivers are pretty dang good, but if only their quarterback play wasn't as depressing as a strip club in a pandemic. Damn it, the Dolphins are good. That defense is amazing, and Tua is a solid game manager. That's right, he's a game manager, and that isn't a dig. Game manager needs to stop being considered a dirty term. Yes, Tua is a great fit in Brian Flores' offense, and it's still his first year, so future is bright for the Dolphins. First time you could say that in, well, decades. See, Jets, this is how you tank. Other than a quick interception and touchdown in garbage hour, the Jaguars could never get off the ground. Lamar had almost 300 total yards and 4 touchdowns. Dez Bryant got his first touchdown in 3 years. Great for him. And hey, Marquise Brown finally decided to wake up and play up to his potential. This season is looking great. 11-5 season for the Ravens before not making the playoffs. That's fun, right? We're having fun. This is fun. Football is fun, right? The Falcons thought they could escape Tom Brady after Super Bowl 51, but now they'll be forced to relieve their hell twice every year. Is 17-0 the new 28-3? I don't know, but Tom Brady will continue to do this until you actually get a actual NFL defense. It's like a Christmas Carol, only every ghost is the ghost of Christmas past. That's the Falcons. Lol, Falcons suck. This was like two great offenses having a good old-fashioned shootout. The only difference is both teams are bad and no one cares. But whatever, because the Cowboys look like an actual team. For the first time since what? 1990s? God, I hate this team. Please just delete the entire NFC East. The Cardinals are slowly getting back into their groove. I still believe they are too inconsistent to be a real threat come January, but who knows, they could always be a Cinderella story as long as they have DeAndre Hopkins and Kyler Murray. Oh yeah, the Eagles also may have some upside because Jalen Hurts is looking like a solid QB, but for now, the Cardinals will capture the victory and probably get the 7th seed. The Bears are coming up though. The Bears are coming up though. The Jets beat the Rams. Oh my god. Oh, this is an incredible. Feel this win. Feel the salt mines about ready to explode in LA. But there's somehow another thing that makes this game even better. Another circle of hell, if you will. The Jets no longer have the #1 pick. So congrats, Jets. Get ready to do this all over again next year. Jets, 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 Jets. This was the game we were all looking forward to. Two Super Bowl contenders with great offenses and solid defenses going at it, but sadly, the Chiefs were always just one step ahead of the Saints. The real killer for the Saints, however, was Drew Brees. He's in the twilight of his career, he can't throw deep, and I do fear that he is slowly becoming 2015 Peyton Manning. But then again, 2015 Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl because defense is really good, and Saints defense is really good. Something's not alright. I've seen this before. The Browns are a 10-win team. My god. Wouldn't call them Super Bowl contenders, but guess what, Browns fans? You're actually gonna make the playoffs. And I could see the Browns beating the 4th seed Titans in the wild card round before probably losing to, like, the Bills in the divisional round. As soon as you start making fun of NFL teams, the Browns become good. Dang. I really wanted to make fun of them in this series, but I can't when they just keep on winning. The Steelers may have clinched a playoff berth, but God, they don't deserve it. I won't talk too much about the game. I'll just laugh at Juju and then move on. God, that was such ironic when he got clocked on the middle of the field. Steelers, just Steelers. But the Week 15 power rankings, let's begin. The Jets won a football game, so they officially move up. I am kind of interested in whether or not they take Justin Fields or, I forget his name, tackle from Oregon. Bengals, Cowboys, Panthers stay in the same lane. Broncos, I had... well then, I had 9 and... No, I had 9 and 7 hopes for the Broncos going into the season, and well, isn't that just fucky wucky? Okay, and the Falcons go down, Lions move up, Eagles move down, Texans move up a whole bunch, mostly because I forgot about them midway through putting the power rankings, so I just sort of stuck them at number 23. Chargers move up, 49ers move down, Giants move up, Patriots, Vikings move down so that the Bears can get back into 17th place where they belong. Raiders move 16. I actually have Washington above the Raiders. I see more hopes in them. And hey, the Washington's actually making the playoffs. Cardinals, Colts, and Dolphins, they are perennial, maybe make the playoffs, probably maybe. Steelers drop a whole bunch. That's what happens when you lose to the Bengals. Rams drop even farther because that's what happens when you lose to the Jets. Titans stay the same. Seahawks, Bucks, and Browns, partially because Steelers and Rams dropping down so much, move up a bunch. Buccaneers had that great game against the Falcons. Saints stay the same. Ravens move up with dominant performance against the Jaguars. Packers stay the same. And the Bills, I'm officially putting above the Chiefs. I just think the Bills dominated a bad team, and the Chiefs kind of struggled against a good team, which you could say evens out, but I'm just going to put the Bills above, and that's the power rankings. Goodbye.